And so we drove up and we were in the like doctor's room. She had like feet up in the stirrups or whatever. And dude was just like, the only way that we can get this out of you is to like crack it inside of you.
Oh, no.
So she literally just kind of like braced for it, whatever. He took these like, so opened it up like as if he was like examining whatever. Used like tongs basically. And you just hear like, and then you hear it hit the ground.
No.
Because she was so opened up with him trying to like get it out or whatever. But like you just hear like shell and egg just go.
Oh no.
Funniest thing.
Thank you for calling the Heartbreak Hotel. How may I assist you today?
Hi, I think I'm ready to check in.
Perfect. We'll see you soon.
Hey y'all, thanks for checking back into the Heartbreak Hotel. I have Madi Collins with me today. You'll probably know her if you're over the age of 18 and watch videos on the internet.
Hi, everybody.
Thanks for checking in.
So nice to be here.
I really appreciate you coming.
I'm so happy to be here. You have such great energy. And
you're so sweet. Wait, I'm so happy to meet you.
Start talking and get to the bottom of everything that is
and
love
I have
in
a
LA.
lot of questions.
I'm so excited.
Okay, I'm ready. So you do a lot of like work on the internet. Have you, throughout that process, kept your relationships mostly private, or do you go public with them?
I typically try to make it a rule that if I'm like actually messing with someone, like we don't follow each other on Instagram.
Oh, wow.
We don't do anything like that, just because people look at who you're following.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I try to keep it pretty private. The good ones at least.
Yeah. Have you had like experience with people stalking you and like finding things out and being little FBI agents?
I've had experiences with people stalking me, like real stalking. And then like that's where I thought we were going. But like just in general, there's a lot of people that will kind of like use somebody's Instagram as like a blueprint, as like what their next move is if they like admire somebody. And so I've noticed like, oh, I'll become friends with a girl, and then like she's just popping up with everybody that I've ever slept with, and I'm like, okay, maybe we're not good friends, and maybe you just wanted to social climb, but that's okay. I learned my lesson. Yeah,
that's happened to you multiple times.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wait, so they're like a kind of like in real life stalkers where like you know these people and they find out who you're hanging out with and they start hanging out with them?
Pretty much. I feel like people will see somebody's following list and be like, oh, if that's who someone I look up to is into, that's who I should be into.
That's so
and
scary.
So, it's like I try to make friends with people of all different like industries, all different everything. And in the content creation industry, it's hard to make friends unless if they're just work friends. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have a lot of work friends? I was going to ask, do you date within your industry typically, or do you have a separate type? Definitely not.
No, I could never date someone who does what I do.
No,
I'm such a jealous person. Yeah, I can never.
Are the people that you date typically jealous?
Typically not. Okay. Usually it's very open, but like I'm also not dating exclusively with working this job, because I don't think that's like fair to ask of somebody sort of thing. And like, I know I wouldn't date somebody that's doing it because like I like my guys a little jealous too. And so I'm just like, why waste anybody's time? We'll just like be friends and situationship it out all day long.
Do you typically do situationships over relationships?
Unfortunately. Yeah. I feel like that's kind of like the group that I fell into with working this job, with being like influencer-y, and just like in LA in general. I feel like everyone isn't in LA to find the love of their life. It's to find
I hear whatever. That a lot. It makes me so sad. Has that been your experience since you got here?
Yeah, no, I've like broken a couple girls' hearts by telling them like, you're not gonna find the love of your life in LA. Like everyone's here. I mean, this is from a totally different experience. Like I'm from the fatherless side of the internet, you know? And so like it could be totally different, but like from experience, it's like few and far, and that's what sucks. But I've kind of just told myself like, there's like 5 people in the world maybe that are like really your people like to date and like fall in love with. But like besides that, it's like you're just shooting blanks and like getting into like all of these situationships, all these like heartbreaks and stuff like that over people that like could have probably just been your friend to begin with and like are a good friend to have like for life. So I've tried to like draw back a little bit and like not be such a lover girl, but like my time in LA has been full of heartbreak.
Oh, that's so sad. Especially, coming into it as a lover girl, I feel like I've heard a lot of the same stuff. So it sucks that that's been your experience so far.
I mean, that's kind of like one of the best parts about like being a lover girl, though. Yeah. It's like the ups and the downs. It's like being able to like feel everything and like really like experience like the heartbreak and like the full love on like loving and everything like that. I don't know.
I agree. Yeah. I think it's always worth it. Like the highs are always worth the lows.
I think so too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're talking about a lot about your person, like having a person. You said you think there are only like 5 people for you?
I think so. Like full like life partners or like soulmates or whatever. Like there can't just be one because there's so many people in this world. So
but
like,
I think 5 is little even.
I don't know. I feel like there's like different right people for the right time in your life, and so I could see where like there could be way more because like even for like a 2-month period, if that person like does something that like your soul needs sort of thing, then it's just like it's a little soulmate vibes.
That's a really good way to think about that. I like that a lot.
I don't know. I've had like relationships and stuff like that in the past where I'm just like we're not benefiting each other anymore, but like we did a lot already, and so like why not just leave it at that and just leave it good, you know?
That sounds like a really healthy way to think about it. So do you think that your person is in LA?
God, no.
God, no? Why not?
No. My high school sweetheart was like a little southern boy, like a small town. And so I'm like, I haven't found somebody that kind of like matches that morals yet sort of thing. Or like, I don't know. I have really high standards because like my dad was like a girl dad and like the best girl dad sort of thing.
That is so sweet.
Oh, it's so good. And like, it's just fucked me up in dating because I'm like, y'all are not living up to my expectations. But then like, I think I have too high of expectations. So and that's where I'm like, I just think LA is a good place to work. Yeah. But like, I would love to like find a Leonardo DiCaprio or like like some big movie star and like settle down and never have to work again. But like, I also don't think I'd be satisfied in that life because I like working. Yeah. And so I'm like, okay, I gotta put on my big girl pants and not fall in love with every business connection that I have.
Do you do that a lot? Like, have you developed feelings for people that you're working with?
Not that I'm working with, just because in like my world sort of thing, it's like I know that I'm not really interested in somebody that does the exact same job as me.
Okay. But that makes it so clear and easy. That's such a good thing to have going for you.
No, it's so nice. I'm just kind of like, I always was like, I don't want to mix work and pleasure. So I really don't even have a lot of friends like in my industry just because I'm like, the less that I know about you, the more I can work with you, I feel like, and for longer time periods sort of thing. But I love the chase and I love like the hookup sort of aspect. And so if I can always get that like from my place of work, I'm like, I love that. Yeah. But like, there's definitely been people where it's like, I should have exploited our relationship instead of like, been like, oh, like I'll protect your peace and like we'll just be like laid up at night and whatever. I'm like, no, I should have made a TikTok with you. Like we should have just been friends, like whatever. So I definitely wish that like I wasn't so like tee around like a lot of like the like artists or the like whatever that I'm around because I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I'm such a cool girl and I'm just like, no, I should like just use you for like
use you for clout,
my pages and stuff like that because that's what everybody else does anyway. But like I don't know. I'm like, no, we're different. I'll be his peace.
Yeah. I feel like for someone living in LA and like having moved here for work, you have really good morals and like you're very.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm like, I try to remind myself, but like, I feel like there's a certain like Midwest like vibe because like I'm from Chicago and so it's just like I grew up where it's just like you help people even if you don't like them and like you kind of like mind your own peace and like stuff like that. Yeah. And like, I don't know. I feel like LA, it's hit or miss with the people depending on like where they are in their journey sort of thing. Yeah.
So speaking of Chicago, your high school sweetheart, how long were you guys together?
So that was in Georgia. I went to like 5 different high schools in 3 years before I dropped out. Yeah. My parents were split up and my mom was moving around. So I was like, I'm bored. LOL. Let me move to another school.
Wait, so like, iconic? So you wanted to?
I wanted to. Yeah. After my sophomore year, like, or halfway through my sophomore year in Chicago, I was just like, LOL, let's go see what Atlanta's like. And so like I met my high school sweetheart down there and like we broke up when I moved to like a high school in Arizona because my mom wanted to move again, whatever. But like we broke up just because long distance when you're in high school, like dumb, whatever. But like I flew out and spent my 18th birthday like with him, and like we got back together. It was like a whole thing, and like moved in together, and like
moved in together. Yeah, at 18.
Not at 18, maybe at like 19.
At 19,
yeah.
How did that go?
I won't date in my 20s. We just wanted to grow up so quick, and so like I think like me and him ended really like okay with how things ended up, because like we got to a point where he was like, okay, I want like we have a house, like I have a nice job, like how about like kids and like get married? And I was like, oh no. Like I was like, I'm like 19, 20 years old. I'm like, love you, but like we want very different things in life. Like
that is so fast too, to at 19 be living like have a house together.
Well, we were together since we were like 15. Yeah. So it was just kind of like, we just kind of like jumped right into it. But like now he has 3 kids. I'm living in LA. So it's like we're both
doing
like
what you wanted
peaceful
to do
with like how it ended. Yeah.
Okay, that's
at
so
peace
great.
with how it ended. Yeah. But like I always think like, oh my God, life could be so different.
Yeah. Honestly.
I could be like a little housewife in Georgia. Like,
were you a preschool teacher there?
No, there I was working at a Sally's Beauty Supply. Okay. So that was just kind of like a fun
different life.
Yeah, no, it was so weird. But I was a preschool teacher out in Arizona, and I was doing that just because like I love like hanging out with little kids. Like they're so fun, they're so interesting, like they're funny little creatures. So I was just like, yeah, fuck it, I'll do this for a little while. And then like I saw a kid get hurt, like this adorable, one of my favorites in the class, because like people don't have favorites, like everybody has favorites. This is the sweetest little girl, and she like ran into a table, and like I don't know if like HIPAA whatever, it's statute of limitations, but she like ran into a table and like clocked the fuck out of her mouth, and like I instantly like swooped in and like went to go grab her or whatever, because I was like, the poor baby, and she just started pouring blood out of her mouth.
That is so scary. I would be so stressed out.
Traumatized me. But like the place that I was working, it like wasn't the best like daycare either, preschool, like whatever. And so they were just like, oh, you've never seen a kid get hurt before? I'm like, this baby like in my head like just had like head trauma. I'm like, we need to get her to the operating room right now. Like I've never seen a kid get hurt. So I was just like, maybe fuck working with kids, because like I've clearly never seen a kid get hurt if this is the norm. Not for me. Traumatic AF. Like still remember it. I'm like, So yeah, that's when I kind of like made the switch. I watched Motley Crue's The Dirt, and
I love that movie. I actually just saw that a couple days ago. It's so good.
Literally their whole spiel is like, I want to live a rock star life, but like I don't really care about music. And like that was kind of like my vibe. I was just like, I want to live a certain lifestyle, and like you just got to do the steps. So I was like, if I died tomorrow, I want to be a stripper today. And so I went from like preschool teacher to stripper. Preschool
teacher straight to stripper?
Yeah.
And still in Arizona?
Still in Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you decided to move to LA after that?
After COVID. Yeah. After clubs
COVID.
Closed, and I was just like, ooh, what do we do? And so like I just started making more content and like really diving into like the whole spicy stuff, and like luckily that worked out, because like that's very hit or miss, and like especially having like the Grim Reaper on my arm as like a little stepsis, I'm like, that was not supposed to work out as well as it did. So luckily all is well, and like now I'm able to just do like content creation out in LA, and it's been really cool.
So you moved to LA, and bringing it back to situationships and everything, what's the longest one that you've had here?
Like 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah.
Just to, like you were never exclusive?
No. So the way that he got me is he was just like, we're like each other's number 2. Like we go out and we like have our little like flings for like a week or whatever, but we always come back to each other. We always come back home to each other.
Wait, why does that sound so cute?
Why? It sounds so cute. Yeah. And then like, it was at the time. Okay. Yeah. And I would like tell people that with my whole chest, and now I'm thinking back to it and I'm just like, we could have just dated, and he could have just fucked bitches like not in the in the bed that like I sleep in. Like
honestly,
that could have been fun too.
Oh no!
It was so open. Yeah. But like I don't know. It was something that like I knew from the jump like wasn't going to be anything serious. But I convinced myself. I was just like, it's gonna be different, of course. But like 3 years later, I'm just like, what the fuck have I been doing with all my time? Yeah.
Oh, so that ended recently?
Within the last like 6 months. Okay. Yeah, but it was really cool because like it ended on my terms. Because funny thing is like he was like, you know, you're acting a little crazy. Have you ever thought about like getting off birth control? And I was like, yeah, Yeah, no, but I was like, you're right. I've been on birth control for a long time. I am acting kind of crazy. Let me try it. And then like as soon as those hormones like went away out of my body, I lost all attraction to them. And I was like, you cursed yourself.
I've heard about that happening to people, but I've never like talked to someone that's actually happened to.
Yeah, no, it was so weird. It was literally like a switch. And I was just like, what the fuck have I been like stressing myself out for? Like my body was like having actual reactions whenever I would like talk to him or like be over at his house or whatever, like sped up heart rate and stuff. And I'm like, this is not healthy. And then like got off birth control and I'm like, this dude, like he's such a joke. Like, so it really works not having a bunch of hormones popped in.
Such a blessing. I love that.
But like it's so weird because like now my taste in men like totally changed. And so I'm just like, I don't even know what I like anymore. It's so weird.
So like on birth control, what was your type?
And then did it change? Shittiest, like no, I really liked. I thought about it recently, and I'm like, I like the guys that I thought were like cool in high school, like that kind of like, I'll like in trouble, like whatever. But like now it's like not cool. I'm like, I just want like a little golden retriever boy.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, I'm just like, energy it's vibe. So weird, like how it changes. I'm just like, I just need somebody that's like. It's not like all about them and all about drama, but it's more like, oh, let me take pictures of you here and like do this, and it's so different. I'm like,
Are you looking for like a relationship now, like a kind of more of a relationshipy person?
I think I'm a situationship type of person. I really think like I'm kind of afraid of commitment because like it's a lot, and I know that like with my job I get a lot of opportunities where if I had a boyfriend that I was like, oh, can I bring my boyfriend? Like. No.
They wouldn't let you?
It would be like a just don't come sort of situation. As a single girl in LA, you can go into any door you want. But like as soon as you have a boyfriend, it's just kind of like you have somebody to hang out with all the time, which is cool. But like.
But you can't really go anywhere anymore. I've definitely noticed that.
I feel like if I had a boyfriend out here, he would have to be a lot cooler than me and I would be like tagging along with him sort of thing. But like as a girl, I can't like bring him to my events a lot, which it's so weird.
I know, it's so weird. It's so annoying, but it's kind of the way it is here. I've definitely noticed that a little bit.
It's like one guy and like 5 girls is allowed into the party. Like that's like a great ratio.
I know, you always have to have like that kind of ratio.
Everyone cares about the ratio. It's so wild.
Yeah. Okay, tell me a little bit more about when you first moved out to LA. You were living in a model house, right?
I was living at a model house. It was a story in itself. I feel like any model house is or like content house or anything.
Yeah. Was it all people who work in your industry?
Yeah. Okay. But there was I want to know. There was one girl that lived there and she was kind of like house mom vibe sort of thing. Okay, and like there's this one day you were asking for funny stories. This is like one that like I'll probably tell my grandkids one day. So I come home from work and she's like, hey, can you like drive me to the doctor? And I was like, for sure, like no questions asked, like got you. And I was like, so like what doctor are we going to? We're going to like the ER, like where are we going? Urgent care, like what do we need to do? And she gave me like a business card that had the address of like our porn doctor, where it's just like he's seen everything. There's a porn doctor.
Wait, there's a porn doctor?
Okay, so
wait.
So the last time that I saw the porn doctor, I tried to do what I like to call a perfect week of work, which is just working every single day. And me being a very small person, I'm getting so sidetracked right now, but like me being a very small person, my body can't do it. So it like rips like any of the like lubes and stuff. Like it causes like weird stuff to happen, whatever. And so I was like, I gotta go see this man because like something's going on down there that like.
Wait, he works with people exclusively in your industry, or like
he doesn't work exclusively, and it's so funny because there's like families and stuff that are like in the waiting room of this clinic, and then there's just like 3 girls with boob jobs that walk in, and it's just like totally different vibes. And they're just like, I'm just here to get my like chlamydia medicine, whatever. Just a little shit like that. But so I went in because I was like, something's definitely not right. And his words were like word for word. He was like, I'm not going to say word for word and expose myself because it was all stuff that was curable with 2-week meds, whatever. But like, he was like, you have this, this, and this. So basically you have the same vagina as any 19-year-old girl in college. And I was just like, thanks, doc. Like,
wild.
So he's just very chill.
He's
about
very fun. He knows what's going on.
Yeah. And so once she told me that it was that doctor that we were going to see, I was just like, oh, you got to tell me what it is now. Like, I'm not driving this car until you tell me why we're going to the porn doctor. And so she was just like, well, I was trying to make a video for Easter and I took an egg out of the fridge.
Wait. Like a real
like
egg?
A chicken egg, yeah.
Was it like cooked? Wait, sorry. Okay,
it was
go.
not cooked before. I don't know. Right. No, I'm kidding. But she took an egg out of the fridge, and I guess it was like the night before she did it. So she had it in her for like a full like at least 12 hours now. And she put it inside of her coochie, and she didn't realize that like the coochie's like a vacuum, and so like it like just held it in there. And like people do content like that, but like they'll put it like in their butt, which I still don't trust. I'm like, I don't need anything in me that can't like come out with my like
then you
I'm
can't
holding
fish
it on
out
the
of
whole
there.
time.
Yes.
Yeah, like it's not going inside me. But like so she had it like vacuum stuck inside of her coochie, and I was just like
for like a full 12 hours.
Yeah,
like went to sleep with an egg inside of her
because I think it'll make my body relax and it might push out. She was like, I tried to like lube and like
I see where she's coming from.
She tried everything, I guess, just like a silent battle in the model house. I have her permission to tell this story as long as I don't say her name, just for camera record. Like she knows this is happening.
Okay,
but I was just like, okay, let's go. And so we drove up, and we were in the like doctor's room. She had like feet up in the stirrups or whatever, and dude was just like, the only way that we can get this out of you is to like crack it inside of you. So she literally just kind of like braced for it, whatever. He took these like, so opened it up like as if he was like examining whatever. Used like tongs basically, and you just hear like and then you hear it hit the ground.
No,
because she was so opened up with him trying to like get it out or whatever. But like you just hear like shell and egg just go. It was the funniest thing. So that's why I don't live in model houses anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, that's crazy.
Yeah. I like my peace and my eggs where they're supposed to be. Yeah.
You can never have an egg after that.
No. It's a story to be told for generations of what not to do with an egg, for sure.
Oh no, that's such a good one.
It's such a good one, but like, oh my god, it's
that poor girl.
But like, I don't know, it's crazy how comfortable you are with like the human body with like doing this job sort of thing. Like, there's been so many like oopsies like on set where it's just kind of like, I know that everyone in that room has seen worse before. Yeah. And so like that puts my mind at ease. And like that's what I tell anyone about like doing anal with somebody that like is really into doing anal. It's like no matter what happens, they've seen worse if they're really into it, you know? Okay. So
that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah. Like there's always been worse. There's always going to be worse. Like it's okay. It's nothing.
It's all okay.
So like I'm so excited for my next like egg story or like one that like beats that one. I'm like, there's always gonna be another one. Like it'll never be the worst. There's always gonna be something.
How long did you live in the house for?
Longer than I should have, honestly. I'm super frugal. I'm just like, why would I pay rent in LA? Yeah. Like I hate that. So I stayed there for like maybe a year-ish. And then I moved out to like a 3-bed, 3-bath house like right away from that. So nice. So I was just like really waiting on it because I'm like, I have a huge dog. Like I got a dog like with living at the model house to kind of like give me the push to like get out of there. But then I was like, fuck, I can't have a St. Bernard in an apartment. Like I have to like live comfortably sort of thing. Yeah.
Did you got a dog while you were living in the house?
Yeah. So I'm sober and I got a dog to get sober because I'm like, I don't need to be staying out for like 3 nights out of the week, like, and not like weekends, like out of the week. Like I don't need to be staying out for like 3 days in a row and like not coming home to anything and like whatever. So I was like, I want something that like makes me go home every night and like wake up every morning sort of thing. So I just got like the most adorable like bear of alarm clock basically.
Oh, that's so cute. Wait, that makes me so happy. Wait, I have to ask because I always ask everyone this. Has a man ever made you like, you've gone into his house, has he ever made you sign an NDA?
Yeah, but I don't use my real name.
On the NDA?
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, you're not like held to it?
Basically, but like I typically don't get asked to sign NDAs because like I don't talk to people about my business sort of thing. Yeah. Like even like talking like this, it's just like we're telling stories. Like we're not doing like the full name drop and like I was at this place, whatever. And so like I have this like weird relationship with people where it's just like we see each other kind of like almost equally, but whatever. I'm still a porn star, and like they still like have like a real career that they like worked hard for, whatever. But like it's kind of like a like be each other's piece sort of thing, and like don't be like a fangirl or a fanboy, and like that's why we're fucking with each other. And so like there really hasn't been a lot of NDAs like besides like house parties or like this or that, like blur the name out. Yeah. Post Malone is the only person that I've ever like signed an NDA for. Yeah. But like I still used my
You hang out?
Just one time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sick.
It was so
Wait,
cool.
that's so cool. That's so
like,
sick. You were a fan of him before?
In his bathroom.
Sick.
Not with him, but like.
But like his bathroom?
Yeah.
Was it a nice one?
It was so nice.
I feel like it's bigger than my apartment. Wait, I want to see some.
We were supposed to have phones, but like we had to.
You had to.
Yeah. So like that's the thing where it's like NDAs are only real if like you're a weirdo. I feel like. Yeah. Like if NDAs are real if like you're gonna leak somebody's address or like if you're gonna like go and like tell everyone about something, then if like that person is like, hey, I don't like that, that's where they can be like, you signed an NDA, so like I'm suing you. Yeah. But like me, I'm just gonna like verbal NDA whenever I say anything with people, and it's just kind of like I just don't tell other people's business, and so like I don't know. Okay. So me and this guy, we were on like this like manic love story. We almost got married the first night that we met each other.
Wait, tell me that story. Wait, how did you meet this man? I
met him on a photo shoot. He's gonna get so mad. He hates when I talk about it, but like, fuck you, Steven. Anyway, so I met him at a photo shoot, and he's a photographer. But it's so funny because like I was so hung up on that situationship at this point that he was like, oh, you're friends with these people, right? And I was like, oh, you know him? Them? So I was like, I'm going to get married to this man just to piss off my ex.
Wait, so the night that you met in Vegas?
Yeah, we met that day. And then he proposed that night. And then we went to the party. And then we fucked in Post Malone's bathroom. And then we like barely ever talked.
That's a crazy 24 hours.
Yeah, that was one proposal of the weekend. There was two proposals that weekend from another
times
dude.
Have you been proposed to?
When I was above the age of 18 or under.
Wait.
A few.
More than two?
More than two. I think 4 or 5.
4.
Yeah, I
like
have 4
actual
rings.
Real wait. Like real proposals.
How real can it be if you know someone for 24 hours?
Yeah.
But like
but you were given a ring.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I need to buy a diamond tester still to this point. I'm like, I don't know how real it was.
That's
but
so
like
funny.
Yeah, no, the first one was me when I was like 17. I'm like not kind of grooming, but like when I was like 17, there was like this dude that was like a Marine, and he was like, do you want healthcare?
It's always the guys in the military.
He was like, I want to not go to war. Do you want healthcare and free school? And I was like, I do. And then like as soon as he was like, your parents need to come with you to this meeting with these lawyers, I was like, oh, it's way too real. Like, I'm not doing this shit.
But he still gave you a ring.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What was the second time?
The second time was High School Sweetheart.
Okay.
And then the third time was...
That's so cute.
Like, this whole little weekend thing of, like...
He also gave you a ring.
That dude gave me a ring. And then this guy that... I literally tweeted and I was like, I want to get married while I'm in Vegas this weekend, whatever. Yeah. And so he's a fan, but like he's literally gonna be coming out here on Thursday, and he bought me a Gucci purse. So,
wait,
like,
I love him.
Be hanging out and just going to a dinner or whatever. But like, no, he's just like became a good friend. But like, I really think that he thinks that we're engaged, and I make it very, very clear. Even in the video, like him proposing, I was just like, yes, I'll be your sugar baby forever, like as a joke. And so like, I don't know. Still need to get a diamond tester for that one.
On that one. That's crazy.
Yeah, pray I don't get my organs harvested on.
Yeah, be careful. Wait, I'm scared.
No, he's harmless. I could beat him up. I wouldn't like. I wouldn't hang out with anyone like one-on-one that I couldn't like probably beat up. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I love that.
Yeah, so like just as like a safety measure. Like Do
you take like boxing classes?
No, I'm just crazy. I just really like to fight, and I don't get too often. So I'm like, as soon as somebody like...
Have you been in a fight?
Yeah.
Wait, multiple fights? Wait, cool. Look at you. You're so like sweet and cute. Wait, I'm scared.
Don't be scared.
That's so cool.
No, but
all in LA or like before?
No, never in LA.
Yeah.
It was definitely when I was like young and dumb sort of thing.
Got it.
Yeah, but like I don't know. It like I fought my mom before. Like it's just dumb little like teenager things. Yeah. But like yeah, it's like I don't know. I feel like with growing up in Chicago and stuff, like me and my friends, we would like all have like boxing gloves in our trunks, and like we'd all just like guys, girls, whatever. We'd all just like fight, like just for fun. And so
that
like
sounds so fun. That's such a good like skill to have. Yeah, too. Like so, now you know you can beat a man up.
Exactly.
So good to have.
I don't know. I've had relationships where like we definitely like. We hit each other or whatever, like a little toxic. But like I never really lost.
Never really lost.
The only time I lost is when I like became unconscious, and that like we can cut this out, trauma. But like no, he couldn't get a hit in until I was unconscious, and then he beat my ass, and I was like, that just wasn't fair.
That's not fair at all.
Exactly. So like wild. It was a fair fight, and he was just mad. And
is that the most toxic relationship you've been in?
Probably. Yeah.
That's a bad one.
Me and that ex used to like do heroin.
Why was this in LA?
Yeah, no, that was Chicago.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, no, that was like
Chicago was before Arizona.
Chicago was like hometown. Okay. And like so me and high school sweetheart broke up because like it long distance, whatever. So I moved to school to Arizona, and then I was like, fuck this. I want to finish out my school back in my hometown in Chicago. US tour.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. And so like I ended up back there, and then like dropped out after my junior year. So that's where it was like in 2 years, I did a lot of schools just because I was like, I
feel like you grew up so fast that way.
Yeah, no, I was just kind of like, I want to meet new people. Like, I'm bored. Like, what else is out there? And, like, I'm so happy that, like, I left my hometown, or else I probably, like, wouldn't.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like a lot of people still, like, live in their hometowns and, like, will never.
Totally. I mean, it's comfortable. I was even looking at, like, houses in my hometown because I'm just like, I know what the school systems are like, but, like, I escaped it. Like, I can't go back.
Can't go back.
Yeah, I have to, like, exit out of the browser every single time.
Yeah, and you got out young, which is so good.
Yeah.
It's always great to have that experience.
Totally.
I was going to go back to you DMing celebrities crazy things. When you've DM'd celebrities crazy things, like, has anyone ever answered? Like, anyone that you were a big fan of? And, like...
Not really when I was nobody. Like, I have to watch myself now because I'm just, like, I know that, like, my DMs... do kind of shoot up in the message request, so I'm just like,
so I will
aware. Probably meet these people or like have already met their friends, and like I cannot be that person. But like I'm a super bold person anyway, so like if I have met someone once, it's like I'll swipe up on a story and just be like hot, and they're just like, oh, I'm so in. Like it just takes like a little nudge.
That's all it takes.
Yeah.
Wait, you're so good at this. I love this.
No, literally, I the dude that I brought. Oh, you guys left the party the other night. The dude that I brought to that, literally he liked me first, and I was like, yeah, whatever, hung up on the situationship. Then he posted one hot picture, and so I slid up and I was like hot, and then like we had a really good like 48 hours together. Yeah,
that's all it takes.
Yeah.
Have you always been like the type to make your move first?
I feel like the situations have always worked out better when I do. When like, because if it's the guys that like hit me up or whatever, I'm like, why? Like,
why?
Do you hit all these girls up? Like, I don't know. In my mind, I'm just like, oh, like he talks to nobody, and me coming up to him, like, but cuter. Like, and like if a guy comes up to me, I'm just gonna be like, or like in my mind, it like plays out to like, oh, he's just like, he does this to every girl, like he's just a hoe, like he's got so much game, so like he knows what he's doing, and I'm just like, it's hit or miss for me. But like even the like longest situationship I was in, like I literally like watched him do a podcast and then found his Instagram, hit him up, and was just like, hi, with a bunch of eyes, and like instantly, and I had like a 3,000 follower account at that point, and he was just like, hi, I want to come over. I was just like, okay.
Whoa.
And that just led to like a whole thing. So
we need to be DMing more people. This is crazy.
The boys are scared.
They're down.
Scared of hot girls. Like the hot girls have to make the moves.
Yeah. Wait, I love that.
I hate it.
I hate that I have to do it. I
love being chased. I love like getting pursued, because like it makes you feel so good about yourself. But it's just like, I feel like the people that like pursue me,
red flags.
A little bit. And like I like chasing people a little bit too.
Okay.
Like, I don't know.
You have to have a little bit of both in there.
You gotta have a little bit of both. Yeah.
Are there any red flags that you feel like you've ignored because you like someone?
All of them.
All of the red flags, like everyone.
Okay, so my thing that I realized recently is like I know that like I don't want to be with somebody who already has a kid.
Yeah.
And like that's like a very common like I like always find these baby daddies that like the kid lives with the mom and he like never sees the kid, like stuff like that. And I'm just like, well, I don't want that for myself one day. So like, why am I even entertaining this when he's doing that to someone else? And so like, I think that's major red flag. I'm just like, I just want, as bad as it sounds, like a fresh, like clean slate whenever I do want to like take somebody seriously like that. And so like, that's a big one that I've realized that I've ignored, where I'm just like,
you have ignored that one before. You've like been in that relationship.
I love a baby daddy. Like, I feel like if somebody, like if the dick's good enough to like lock down for 18 years, like I gotta try it. Yeah. Like there's a reason that he's a baby daddy. Like I just want to know. And like I've figured out enough.
Iconic logic.
Yeah.
That's so perfect. Speaking of red flags, time for a little red flag, green flag.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. All right, y'all, welcome back to Red Flag, Green Flag. This is where I do a rapid fire list of red or green flags. Maddie is going to tell us which one is which. And yeah, let's get started.
I'm usually not that good at spotting red flags, but I feel like today is going to be different.
Well, today is the day. I believe in you. All right, first one. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay. He wears fear of God. She's thinking on that one.
Is it like a matching set?
Yeah, it's a matching set. It's always a matching set.
It's always a matching set.
It's always the matching
set. If
set.
it's like just a t-shirt, you're fine, cute, you look fresh. But if it's a matching set, it's like, it's giving American Psycho.
It's giving you don't know how to dress.
No, it's giving you saw that on Instagram.
Okay, next one.
Literally. Okay.
What am I saying? Pinterest. But men don't go on Pinterest. That's too girly pop. Instagram is the place. All right. He has roommates, but he doesn't live in the main room of the house. Immediate red flag.
Immediate red flag. Yeah, no. If I am like messing with the guy, he's having like the master bedroom of his house, whether it's like his own house or it's like he's shared, whatever. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna go Netflix and chill in like a guest bedroom.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I think it depends on his age though. Like if he's in his 20s and like just kind of starting out,
I'm just gonna want to go sneak off to the master bedroom every night.
She's real. She keeps it honest.
I'm always gonna wonder what life would be like in the master bedroom with that guy if I'm at a house where it's not that. And
honestly.
Yeah, gotta be a go-getter.
Yeah, you know what your girl's thinking, boys. He can't tell you what he does for work. Red flag, green flag.
Okay, like obviously like a red flag.
Red flag. Obviously, okay, I thought you were gonna go green. The pause made me nervous.
No, but like it's like I don't know. I like an upfront man, but like even if you're like hiding bodies for work, like if we're Bonnie and Clyde, like you gotta let me know so that I can act like I don't know. You know, so
I like that. Let me know so I can act like I don't know.
Let me come up with my lies like beforehand or whatever. Like let me be able to cover you. Yeah. So it's just like if I don't know like where you live, what you do for work, like what your real legal name is, it's red flag. What are we even doing? Yeah. So like. I don't know. There's guys that like you kind of guess what they do for work and like they kind of do like 5 different things and I'm just like we're gonna sit down and have a conversation. Like where's your main source of income? Like I don't care about the rest, but like what do you actually do?
And we don't even care if it's something bad, but we want to know. You know?
Yeah.
Just tell us.
Just tell us. Even if you're a nepo baby, just tell us.
Yeah. Let us know.
Let us know.
Okay. A man, I love this one. A man who loves Love Island. Watches Love Island. Into it. She's pausing. She's red flag. She said red flag. I disagree, but you tell me. You tell me why.
I feel like that's the same as like a guy loving the Kardashians. Like that's for girls.
That's for girls.
Like why are you getting involved in drama? Like that's for girls.
Actually, I see your point.
I like when a guy can watch it with me and get invested. Exactly. But if he is already into it on his own, I'm like, I'm not gonna hop on the show with you. And no, I'm good.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think it's so cute when like couples watch it together. Yeah. Because then you bond with other couples over it.
In my mind, adorable. The girl always puts the guy onto those shows and he always hates it in the beginning and then he's just invested in it completely. But like if a guy's like, hey, have you ever watched this? I'd be like, who cooked here? Who cooked? No. Yeah. Like,
that's
no,
get out of here. Point. Okay. You've switched me over. Red flag. Red flag. All right. A man who drives a Cybertruck. She's thinking. Red flag, green flag. Red flag.
Small dick alert.
Oh,
I feel like if you're super into like Elon Musk or like anyone like that, where you're like sucking their dick to get on a wait list to get a truck, like that, like get a fucking hobby.
Get a hobby. Touch some grass. Go outside.
Like, get a little hobby.
More to the world.
Like Cybertrucks are cool, and like Kim Kardashian has one, and like
I saw a pink one today.
I
so
saw
cute.
that. Okay,
really?
we must have pulled in together because I did pull in right behind you. But or no, I pulled up. Either way, cut that out. You don't know where we are. But I saw that pink Cybertruck and I was just like, okay,
that was
I get
so
it.
Cute. Yeah,
and like I've been inside a Cybertruck.
Have you?
One time, and like it was just excessive. Like we didn't need to be doing all that.
It's not like a great car. Like I get it if it were a great car, but like get a pickup truck.
Yeah, I think you could get a lot cuter cars for the same price, or like a lot like more badass cars for the same price. I'm just like, Cybertruck is just kind of like a flex moment. I think it's a fad. I think it's a first version of, you didn't need to like suck his dick that much to like go get a Cybertruck.
It just says that you spend too much time on Twitter.
Yeah. It's kind of giving pick me.
Yeah, pick me. Pick me for boys.
If you have a Cybertruck,
pick me.
Maybe a pick me.
That's a good way to put it. Okay. You find a woman's suitcase in his closet. Red flag, green flag? Red flag.
Red flag.
Agreed. Why is it there?
Why is it there? But like, okay, so I had an ex that he used a woman's suitcase so that nobody would suspect that it's his and it wouldn't like get stolen.
Was that true?
It actually was. He was photographed with it, like flying in Vegas, whatever, stuff like that. Pink suitcase, and it's just because on baggage, like if anybody ever robs him, they're not going to think that he has a pink suitcase. You know?
Was this a man I would know?
Maybe. He's like a hoe around LA.
Okay.
But that's like the 3-year situationship. I'll do the Instagram reveal behind the cameras. Yes. But like he would just be moving a lot of money around where he just had suitcases of money sort of thing.
Oh, I see. So he wouldn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's just like, anything I could do to deter it. But I mean, I feel like anything women's in a male's closet, I'm going to ask about.
Of course.
I'm going to be like, what's up with that? And
if
like,
you have an explanation.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Well, we'll see based on the reaction. So that's where it was just like,
all right. Yeah, that makes sense.
You want to like hide
okay.
what you're bringing back with you.
Whoa.
Yeah.
To post on Instagram is crazy.
I know. That was literally
okay, that makes a lot of sense.
The story of how me and this guy met. I saw him on a podcast. I went on his Instagram.
Yeah.
Literally did this post, and I messaged him. I could show you better than I could tell you. And like the caption is, can someone tell me what suck my dick is? And I was over there that night.
Oh, that's so clever.
Sometimes you just gotta. Boys are easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, boys are dumb.
Boys are easy. Just make your move. Make your move, girls.
Green flag on that.
Green flag. All right. Next one. He FaceTimes you around his friends. Red or green flag?
Green flag.
Green flag. Agreed.
Yeah.
That's so good.
No, I'm just like, you should be FaceTiming me around everybody.
Honestly.
And like have your little friends pop in and be like, oh, that's who you were talking about? I love that shit.
That is
like,
so cute, especially on a night out when they're out and they're like, I miss you. Like, I want to talk to you.
Or like they're drunk or whatever. I'm just like, That's so cute. Yeah, no, I love that shit.
Yeah, okay. Green flag. Good one.
Green flag.
Enough said. Next one. He's a big Johnny Depp fan. Red flag.
It's giving you do so much cocaine. it's giving no thank you.
That's real. It's giving no thank you.
It's giving I will not go on a vacation with you because I'm afraid of you.
I will not be allowed in a room with you. I will not be.
Yeah. No, I'm good on that.
Yeah. Reset. The classic. Ready? He brings a guitar out when you guys are hanging out.
Oh, no. Like, I like musicians, but like, there's been so many situations where like, okay, I'm thinking of one guy specifically, but like, we would literally have sex and then like, he would just start playing his guitar afterwards and like not be like singing or anything, but just kind of like strumming around, and I'm just like, do you want me to like clap?
Like, what am I here for?
Is it rude if I go on my phone? Like, am I just supposed to be like,
it's so awkward.
Like, what do I do with my hands? Like, was I supposed to bring an instrument with me? I don't know. Yeah, no, it just makes it awkward.
Yeah. Agreed.
It's not gonna pull. It's just gonna, like, you'd be better off just being like, hey, round 2.
That's one that anything is better. Anything's better. Anything's better, boys.
Anything's better.
All right, this is an easy one.
Okay.
He has a privacy screen protector on his phone.
It's so red flag.
Red flag. Agreed.
It's so red flag because like I love being able to like peek over at someone's phone and be like, what are you doing? Like, I don't have a privacy protector. Like, if you want to, my like whole theory with like phones and relationships, it's like, if you want to see my phone, like, you might get your feelings hurt, but like you're asking for it. Like, because everybody has different like boundaries of like what they think is okay. And I think if you're going on someone's phone anyway, you're like trying to get your feelings hurt a little bit. And so like, I don't know, the privacy screen protector, I'm just like, you can ask me about like anyone that I'm talking to, like, or texting, whatever, and I'm just gonna be brutally honest. But like it or not, and I feel like it should be the same. Like, I know. I'm like, nobody cares that much where you have to be like private or whatever. Like,
if you're like seeing each other, you shouldn't not be able to go on their phone. And then, you know,
no, especially if you're like full on relationship, I would rip that off myself in their sleep, like easy.
Like there's no need.
I feel like, flick. Sorry, don't know where it went.
Sorry, I don't know. It must have fallen off.
Are you sure it was even there? That's crazy. Gaslighting, never heard of her.
Okay. He has purple shampoo in the shower. Red flag, green flag.
Such a red flag.
Such a red. I agree.
Yeah, like you
Who
get
put
it.
that there? Who put
Somebody
that there?
lives here. Like, this is somebody's home.
Literally.
They have purple shampoo, and like you're scared enough of her to not throw it away.
Yeah,
she's still here.
She's still here.
She's still here.
Not
somewhere.
only did she cook here, she bought all the groceries.
Literally,
it's like,
and
why is it there?
Yeah, like she did all the home decor. Like
she did it. She decorated that apartment.
If she has purple shampoo. If a dude, the quickest way to like have a girl not sleep with you, I feel like, is to have purple shampoo in your
any girl
shower.
Products in your bathroom.
100%. But that's like, why do you know about that? Yeah, like you don't know shit about purple shampoo. So like, somebody lives here.
Somebody cooked, for sure.
Somebody cooked here.
You stalk his Instagram. He has pictures of his ex on there.
Like,
red flag,
his most
green flag.
recent ex, like his high school, like.
Let's go. Let's say, like, these pics are from like a year ago. They're still up. They're lingering. They're on there. You might have to scroll a little bit for them, but they're there.
Okay.
Red flag. Why?
Red flag. Look, I understand keeping pictures up as like a PR move sort of thing, but you shouldn't ride any ex's coattails or have to like be like, oh no, like, look, I'm verified through that. Like, you should have met enough people in the relationship and like made your own friends. Like, you do not need. It looks
like you're still in a relationship. Like,
it does. Yeah. Literally, if I'm looking at any dude's page and there's like any pictures of a girl, I'm reading the caption and I'm just like, if it's anything like so happy, I'm like, that's not your sister. Like, no.
Gross. Get that off.
Take them down. That is your wife. Yes, like, I am not on this page anymore. Goodbye. Yeah.
Perfect. I agree. That's a good one. All right. A man who only listens to EDM. Nothing else. That's all he plays for you. Red flag. Why do you say that? I agree. I do agree.
Such a red flag. I don't know. I'm just like not the most into EDM either. And so I feel like that has something to do with it. But it's like, I feel like you might kill me if that's all that you listen to. Like a little
Serial
bit.
Killer vibes for sure.
A little bit, because it's just like that one SpongeBob episode where it's like beep boop boop bop, like that whatever. Like they lose their minds trying to figure that out, and it's just like, how am I supposed to look up any song that you play around me? Like, no, it's just not gonna happen. And like, I don't know. I like EDM a little, like,
but it can't be the only thing you listen to. Like, diversify, get out there.
Like,
there's a whole world
in the
for
morning,
you to see.
like, I don't know. Like, you're driving home and you're sleepy and you're listening to EDM. Like,
wild.
Just there's a time for that.
Yeah,
not all the time.
There's a time and a place. And not all the time.
When you want to scratch an itch, sure, but like if if all you do is go to EDM shows too, like I like a little rock boy, and like I can't do lasers. Like
you can't do lasers.
If that's your favorite thing, like we won't hang out that much.
Okay. Yeah. Good. Clear. Easy. Perfect.
Yeah. Sorry, boys.
All right. Any guy who owns an agency. This is such an LA one. Red flag, green flag. Red flag.
Red flag. I don't know. I feel like you have too much going on already.
Okay.
Like red flag, just because it's like, it's the same thing with like managers and people like that.
Yeah.
It's like you're already like controlling somebody else's life. I don't want you to control my life, but like I'd like structure, but like you're busy.
Yeah.
Like that's your job. Like I don't know.
I feel like it depends on what kind of agency. Like if it's if they do like production, then like okay, like you control your own schedule. If you're like an OnlyFans manager, why are you doing that? Ick.
I'm good with that.
You don't have that in your head.
Yeah.
Okay, last one. He has a podcast. Red flag, green flag. Red flag.
Why are you talking to other bitches? Like,
Real.
why do you have opinions on anything?
Yeah.
Like, no.
Why do you have
stay
opinions?
home and be hot. I want to gatekeep you. Like, no.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Sold. Done. Easy.
That's what they call me. No.
Thank y'all for watching Red Flag, Green Flag. And thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Yeah,
You've been so great. You give the best advice. And I'm so excited to have you here. And you had the best stories. I feel like you're very good and like very good at doing podcasts and telling your stories. And like you have so many great ones. And I really appreciate you doing this.
Thank you.
You're so sweet too. Like it's so nice to meet you.
I
always like meet people and I'm like, you're just like so much fun to talk to. And like you're so great. And it's been great having you on here. So thank you so much. And I'd love for you to come back.
Yeah, no, all the red flag, green flags. I'm here for it. But thank you so much for having me. This is so fun.
Yeah. Is there, if people are looking for you, is there anywhere in particular they should go and try to find you?
My Instagram pretty much has everything you need in the bio.
Perfect.
So if you go to my Instagram, it's MadiCollinsXX. So Madi Collins XX.
We'll write it on the screen. Instagram. All right. Thank you all for checking into the Heartbreak Hotel, and we'll see you next time. Bye.